Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and where we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And in today's episode, the topic is the real reason the media attacked the Clippers all season long. So that's the topic I want to get into in today's video. But before we get into that, I want you guys to please make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Also, make sure you go ahead and check out Dreamerspro Max, an online sports community, place where you can go and start basketball discussions and chat live during games and so many other cool things. And also make sure you go ahead and click the join button and join the channel to receive loyalty badges from us. We have all of that linked in the description below. Excuse me, I'm just dealing with a cough today. So this is a topic that I've been wanting to shoot for quite some time. Something I was thinking about, but obviously I didn't have the time to shoot it during the playoffs because it was the playoffs. So obviously with this video would make no sense. But now that things have kind of simmered down, I know a lot of people have checked out mentally from the finals. A lot of people are not going to watch. I'll probably watch, but my interest level in the finals is very, very low, to be quite honest with you, because now even Giannis, to be fair, I wouldn't mind seeing Giannis Antetokounmpo win a title, but now I don't even know if Giannis is going to play. So I'm not trying to watch a watered down finals where there are no really great players and it's just a lopsided finals. No one is interested in seeing that. There's not even one real star for the Milwaukee Bucks, and if I don't get to see Giannis Antetokounmpo play, it doesn't it doesn't even look like it's going to be competitive to me. So I'm kind of torn. I'm not sure if I'm going to watch it, to be quite honest with you. Anyway, I want to talk about the Clippers here. I know a lot of people are happy that the Clippers are out of the playoffs, right? I know a lot of people are happy. We still get the comments from here and there, but I don't waste my time responding to any of these people. And I think I was one of the few people out there that supported the Clippers, right? I was one of the few. Of course, you have Skip Bayless. Of course, you have Marcellus Wiley. But I think the only people that supported the Clippers all season long were obviously Clippers fans, Kawhi Leonard fans, and probably Paul George fans, right? Paul George hasn't been playing with the Clippers for 10 years. He just started playing with that team 2 years ago. And I remember all throughout the regular season, everyone trashed this team. Everyone trashed them. They were called cowards. They were called mentally weak. A lot of people were talking about, did this team have psychological issues? They were asking whether or not Kawhi Leonard can speak. They were talking about is Paul George mentally stable? They were saying this in they were saying that in a very, very, very subtle way, right? They questioned them. They said they were afraid of the Lakers, all of these different things. And going into the playoffs, the only people that picked the Clippers to really have a chance, at least to get to the finals, were me, Skip Bayless, and Marcellus Wiley. Now, I know Marcellus Wiley, to his credit, he's always been a Clipper fan, right? He said he's always been a Clipper fan, so you got to give credit to him. And as the playoffs started, I got to watch the media swallow their words and eat their words for an entire month. For an entire month, the majority of the media picked against the Clippers and was wrong essentially from the moment the playoffs started to the moment they lost in Game 6. All of them were picking against the Clippers. Even Skip Bayless, that seemed like he was so, he was so confident in the Clippers. He was coming in, putting on Kawhi Leonard's shoes, throwing his shoes off, all of these different things, right? So many people lost faith in them. And when they finally lost, you could see the relief in people's faces. You could see it, right? And who are these people? These people were predominantly Laker fans, right? Laker fans were happy that the Clippers lost because of that in-town rivalry, but also because I believe, and I truly believe this, maybe some Laker fans would disagree, but I believe this 100%. And I think honest Laker fans will tell you, I think the Lakers knew that the Clippers were better than them. I think the Lakers knew, especially in the playoffs, that the Clippers were the superior team this year. The Clippers had a better roster. They were the better team. I think Laker fans, honest Laker fans, will tell you that if the Lakers met the Clippers, even if they were at full strength, they would have lost to the Clippers. I think they knew that I think that was clear as day. I think they knew that they would have problems trying to slow down Kawhi Leonard and Paul George and trying to beat a Ty Lue coach team that also had Reggie Jackson, Marcus Morris. I think Laker fans knew that. Deep down in their heart, they knew that this team was legit. They knew that, right? I think they were legitimately afraid. I think the media members, however, They had a different agenda, because once the Clippers lost, you saw a sign. There was like a sigh of relief on their face. And you know why? Do you know why they exhaled? Because by the Clippers losing, it made them look smart. You see, when the Clippers were winning in the playoffs, every game that they won, every series in which they advanced, they were steadily making media members look stupid. Because round after round, game after game, they were wrong. They were wrong. They were wrong. Going into that Utah series, when the Clippers were fully healthy, I clearly remember Stephen A. Smith saying that, the Clippers, they were able to beat Dallas because Luka, yeah, he may be better than Donovan Mitchell, but he doesn't have the dogs that the Utah Jazz have that Donovan Mitchell has. This is a different animal. Well, look like the same old cat to me. Lakers went into the second round. Clippers went into the second round. They got down 0-2 and essentially came back and beat them 4 straight, the last 2 games without their best player. Made all of them look stupid. Even at game 5 that the Clippers won in Phoenix in the third round in the conference finals, most people picked them to lose. And they went in there and won. And for the Clippers to finally lose, you could see the sigh of relief. Because now the media gets to say, you see, we were right all along. I told you they weren't good. Omitting the fact that the only reason the Clippers lost was because they lost Kawhi Leonard, their best player and the best player in the world. Everyone knew that if Kawhi Leonard was healthy, they would have beat the brakes off of the Phoenix Suns. Everybody knew that. They could barely beat the Clippers. They should have beat them in 5 or 4. And they were able to beat them. The Clippers were able to hang in for 6 games, and they were without their best player and 2 other starters. So I think that when the Clippers lost, the media finally said, thank God they lost. Thank God. Can you imagine if they won? How stupid we would look all season long. We picked against this team, and then they somehow go out there and win. How foolish would we look? Seriously. And I think at the core of it, I think all of this was deeper than basketball. You know how they use the term, this is deeper than rap. This is deeper. No, this I'm being serious here. This was deeper than basketball. You know what this was about? At the heart of this was about hate. This was about jealousy. And this was about saving face. That's what it was all about. I saw straight through all of you people that were making these comments and all of these media members. It was clear as day. Y'all were very transparent. They hated the Clippers because probably what they represented. They were jealous of the Clippers because they got Kawhi Leonard and some other players didn't, and they were really, really good. They were jealous of them. They were afraid of the Clippers because they knew the Clippers were a damn good team. And it was about saving face. Because at the end, all the people that did pick against them, they can still have the default position. I told you they were going to lose. You see people leaving silly comments. Oh, this didn't age well. That didn't age well. And they serious. This is the delusion people tell themselves to make themselves feel better. This is the delusion. You know that the Clippers would be in the finals right now, but you tell yourself a different story to validate your feelings. Being jealous of being a flat out hater and being afraid. That's all it was. The only reason people kept attacking the Clippers was because they knew they were good. Did you hear anybody talking about the Memphis Grizzlies? Did you hear anybody talking about the New Orleans Pelicans or the Charlotte Hornets? Or the Miami Heat like that? No. They were talking about the Clippers because they were a threat. They were a threat not just to the other LA team, but to the establishment, really. Because when you have so many media members picking against the Clippers, you got to ask yourself, why? How is it that I was able to see the Clippers were this good? And we've only been covering basketball for 2 years. These guys have been covering the NBA for decades, some of them, and they couldn't see it. What glasses y'all be looking out of? What y'all be looking at when y'all be watching these games? I'm talking about to the media. What y'all be looking at? Seriously, what y'all be drinking when y'all watch these games? So how was I able to see it and you guys weren't? The Clippers represented a threat to the establishment. And that's why the media kept attacking them. You can say whatever you want, but that's the reality. Shannon Sharpe's reason for hating the Clippers were transparent as day. He didn't even hide his feelings. Look at me. Look at Shannon Sharpe. Right? I'm not like a hater of LeBron or anything like this. When the Lakers lost, I was like, okay, they lost. I had a feeling that I felt like the Clippers were slightly better than them, but they were also injured. But I wasn't like every day talking about the Lakers. I don't care. Like, I'm not that type of person. I'm not, I don't keep vendettas. I'm not spiteful. I'm not petty. Shannon Sharpe, every single round picked against the Clippers and Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. The question is, though, what did Paul George and the Clippers do to you? What did they have to do with you? They're not even your team. You showed your hands all playoffs long. You couldn't even hide your feelings. You were threatened by them. And you were wrong about them. And a lot of them got lucky that Kawhi Leonard got injured. And they know deep in their heart, all of those, this aged well. Oh, what about them Clippers? It's a self-delusion. Some people are good at, telling themselves a good story. And that's what they're doing. That's the real reason. So what I want to know from you guys is, what do you think about what I said? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Again, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Once again, this is Charles here from Dreamerspro, wishing you guys an amazing day and catch you guys on the next episode.